Hey, oh my gosh, look. This is not CGI. This is not green screen. I'm back in the OG podcast studio, aka Anthony's house, aka COVID center, aka death trap. Anthony did have COVID. Maybe. He went to go get tested. It came back negative, but I could see it in his face. He had corona. There's something about corona face where when you know, like, I'm not a doctor, obviously. I think I've said that before. You know that. You don't listen to my podcast for educational purposes. At least I hope not. Or else you are in trouble. But when you see someone with COVID, you know that they have COVID. And Anthony definitely had it. So I just want to say that I'm brave. I'm courageous. I am a rock star for showing up and doing this here. And I'm putting my life at risk for you. So, if you're listening to this, please thumbs up the pod on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Leave a review on iTunes. Rate it. Give it a 5 out of 5. Why not? It's not going to hurt you to give it a good review. Even if you hate it, just give it a good review, So do all that stuff first and foremost, because there might not be a pod next week if I really get this and go down. I hope that I don't hope. I don't want to die. But let's just say, let's play pretend. Let's play dress up with my health. Let's say I get COVID, okay, from doing this legendary podcast. And I go out, that's the end. What was I gonna say? I don't think I had a goal in mind. Oh, I don't know. I hope that people blow me up, online, that they're like, Allie was the best. She was so cool. She was so sick. I don't like saying stuff like that because whenever someone dies, like a celebrity or something, and you go, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. I guarantee I'm not. But whenever a celebrity dies, I always check their social media to see what their last tweets or Instagrams or whatever were. And it's always eerie and spooky. And it's almost like they knew it was going to happen, without knowing. Do you know what I mean? R.I.P. the girl from Glee, Naya Rivera, who went missing on the lake with her son or daughter or whatever. It was a 4-year-old kid.
I didn't know about that, but I heard about the guy from Mythbusters.
I don't care about no offense, but that's, this is not the audience, not the myth-busting audience, I would say. I don't know who you are, but I'm more of a Glee gal, so that one really hurt. But the last picture she posted on her Instagram was her and her kid who survived. The kid was on the boat. She rented a boat for, I don't know, something, maybe just a little outing. I didn't read too much into it. I need to do more. I feel like I need to do more research. Or maybe that's the whole point of this, is that I'm giving you information that you just need to do your own research on. I'm not Nardwar. I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not anyone who's extremely successful, okay? I'm just Allie, and I'm giving you what I know, and it's not much. But just take the little bites, the little pieces, and run with it. They were out on this lake, Lake Piru. I know that much. And she rented a little boat, a little cruiser boat. I don't know what they're called. And it was her and her 4-year-old baby. And she went missing, and the baby was on the boat. And the rental boat company, the boat wasn't returned for a couple hours, so they went to check, and the baby was on the board. A toddler, I'd say, not a baby, but yeah. So then the search, she's passed away, which is so sad. But then I went on her Instagram, and the last post was her and her baby being I don't know, something sweet, but because she's dead, it's eerie. And so I'm always really afraid to tweet or Instagram or talk about potentially something dark, because I'm some dark shit is going to happen. And then this will just be a GIF, it'll just be a GIF being RIP to the realist or something. I'd hope. I don't know. But when I remember when I was in middle school, maybe early high school, I'd be I wonder what it would be to be an observer at my funeral. Like if I died, like who would be there, what people would say, or like if I like what people would tweet about me. I would hope it's like nice things, like pictures where I look thick and nice and stuff.
How did that girl die?
What girl?
The girl from Glee.
I told you
But
she was missing in the water. She drowned.
She just jumped off the boat real quick to like do something and died.
So here's the thing. Sometimes I think those boats you're not supposed to. So I think a couple weeks ago when Orange County was open and stuff, it's still. I mean, Orange County has not shut down this whole time because they're freedom fighters, you know. And so I was in Orange County, me, my sisters, and like two of their coupled friends. We all rented this boat. I say we all. I had nothing to do with it. I just showed up and took advantage of the boat that was in front of me. So we rented this boat, and the people at the rental place were like, don't jump in the water. I'm like, okay. And obviously I jumped in the water because it's fun, but it was... the boat didn't have a ladder to get back up, and that's why they say don't jump, because it's so difficult to get back into the boat. So if it's just her and her 4-year-old's not helping her up, and she probably thought, I mean, I don't know, I'm just speculating, I'm becoming a TikTok reporter. There's girls on TikTok who like think they're detectives, and it's like, whatever. I went on like this deep rabbit hole of John Bonet TikToks and then like Kurt Cobain TikToks. And you can't, as much as it's fun and, you know, you think you know, you're like, oh, Courtney Love definitely killed Kurt Cobain. It's like, you don't know, and it's dumb to think that you do know. But John Bonet's brother definitely killed her. But, what I think from my dumb brain is that she probably jumped in the water thinking she could get back in, and then she couldn't, and then she was just out there and no one else was around, and then, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, because then I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know.
It's creepy.
Creepy alert. So yeah, that's sad. It feels, I don't know, it feels like more people are dying, but I also think that no one is living their normal life, so we just know, we're just more aware of like dark stuff because no one's like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like our lives are in such a weird place that we just like, you know, I like a couple years ago when Tom Petty died, everyone was like sad, and then life goes on, and I'm sure other people died around the same time, but you're like going to the movies and like going to concerts, and life is fun, and you're like, oh, R.I.P. on to the next, you know? But now we have nothing to do, so we're just like, who else is dead? You know, it's like this weird, like, what else are we gonna do?
Did you hear about the attorney's son?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not Tim Dillon. You can check out Tim Dillon's podcast if you want to hear about weird conspiracies. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not interested. I'm not interested now. Ooh, is that... Oh, what if that camera was also on? Get another angle, side angle. Is it on? No, it's not.
It's not, but we could.
That could be fun next time. Okay. You know, just like a fun, like... There's another camera here, and I feel like I could pull kind of like an Office / Fleabag thing where I like cheekily look at that camera to be like, you know, the fucking vibes.
No, I use that to take like actual, that's like a picture camera, and that's more of a video camera, but we can still use that. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, you know, the fucking vibes, I'm back on TikTok harder than ever. It is bad. I shouldn't have gotten back on it because it's such a time suck because they don't post the time. You can't see what time it is when you're on, you know how on Instagram you can still see the time at the top and your network provider and how much battery you have. When you go on TikTok, you suddenly are in a casino. You know, you're smoking indoors, there's no lights, and you're losing a lot of money somehow. That's what TikTok is. And so when you're scrolling, after you scroll for about an hour, I think, maybe an hour 15, there's this ad that pops up. Because you're just like streaming, like every time you swipe up, instead of like like on, I don't know. It's just like video. And after an hour and 15 or something, there's an ad video that comes up, and it's some like weird like child influencer who's like, hey, you've been scrolling way too much. Maybe it's time for a break. Drink some water. We'll be back here tomorrow. And I hate that kid. I'm like, I'm an adult. Let me live my life. Let me waste my life. You know, that's up to me. The choice is mine. And I just skip right past him. And you just waste so much time on there. And it's gotten weird on TikTok. I don't know. It's sketchy because when I'm on it, I'm like, this is normal. This is fun. And then I'll show other people. Like, I was showing my sisters, like, my TikTok feed. And I was, like, embarrassed. I'm like, why am I on this app? There's, like, little 12-year-old girls being, like, there's this dance. All of the dances are, like, literally made by the dumbest people. Because whatever the word in the song is that they're dancing to, they, like, you know the song that I was dancing to on Instagram that was off of TikTok, the Obsessed dance by Mariah Carey. It's like, why you so obsessed with me? The part where it says, I want to know, you're like hitting your head like, this is where I know stuff. Boy, I want to know. And then the lying part, you're like putting like a secret finger down your face, like lying that you're sexing me. It's like you doing like a little cross over your vagina. And then it's like you're just like doing pretty much like sign language, not sign language, but like interpretive sign dancing. It's like the dumbest dance. But whenever girls dance to like some of the songs that are like songs that are talking about like sucking dick and money, you know, the hits. They do this like thing where they put their hand right above their coochie and they like bounce it up and down like twice. That's literally like a TikTok dance move. And it's literally them literally pretending to be like getting head. And it's so gross. And here's the thing. I'm like a former prude, you know? Like, I used to be such a little virgin prude kid in middle school. Like, I remember when all my friends started, like, hooking up and, like, getting fingered or, like, giving head or whatever. I was like, that's disgusting. You're going to hell. And it wasn't because I was religious. I was just like, that's insane. I think I was just, like, afraid of it. And once... because I lost my virginity when I was in, like, a long-term high school relationship. And once we broke up, I was like... I was a damn freak because I was like, this means nothing anymore. Like, nothing is sacred. Like, my coochie is a hole now. So then I just let anyone in and out of it, like the fucking Polar Express. And it was a long winter, you know? High school was the longest winter. There was a lot of blizzards happening. And it's just crazy because, I mean... even if you weren't a prude in middle school and you were, you know, it's just weird seeing other people, especially because I'm 24. I'm like, I wish there was like a category where you could just, I wish there was like an adult TikTok, but not in like a sexual 18 up type of like winky face way. Like, I wish there was just like, maybe there should be like a PG-13 TikTok. I don't want to see these teens being nasty because I just worry for them. You know, I'm like, what if Dalia's on TikTok? You know, you got to look out for the girls, the youngins. You never know. There's for sure a lot of creepy dudes on TikTok. You see Christina P's Instagram. She reposts TikToks on her Instagram stories. And she has, her TikTok feed is... I would delete the app, you know, because hers is like a psycho fever dream because your feed is based on the videos that you like. So, you know, there's like jokes on TikTok like, congrats, you've made it on Witch Talk, which is like all these spooky little girls with a lot of eyeliner on who are like, I pulled your tarot card. If you're on my TikTok, you've manifested it. And it's like, no, I haven't. No, I have not manifested this. But, you know, there's certain like genres of TikTok where if you like enough videos, you start to see. And my TikTok, I would say, is like pretty diverse and like well-rounded and respectable. But every once in a while, you get some weird ones in there to test your palate, and It's just weird, but it is helpful because I was with this girl the other day. We were skating. There's this girl, Meredith. She's like 13 years old. She's a shredder. She's been skating for like 2 years. And I was with her, and, you know, I had something to talk to her about. We were like, what side of TikTok are you on? Like, what dances do you know? That's how I connect with the youth. So, I don't know. It's fun. What else am I going to do? There's nothing to do. I'm coming up with all these weird schemes and scams in quarantine. Are we even still in quarantine? I have no idea. Everyone's out, but everyone's in. We're scared, but we're on vacation. I don't know what we're doing anymore. I'm confused. There's traffic now. I've been driving to and from San Pedro. Oh, I never talked about this. I want this to be in the Patreon only. Not right now. I'll get to it, but there's coming up. There's a Patreon only story. Wow. Please subscribe to my Patreon if you want to get this weird, juicy goss. So anyway, I've been driving to and from San Pedro, and there's so much traffic. I'm like, where are we all going? I thought we were still working from home. Have you gone back to work, Anthony? No. Good. You had COVID and you couldn't work. Do people who you work with listen to this?
No, but
they won't. No. Does anyone listen to this? Hey, put in the comments if you listen to this podcast. It's up for debate. I don't know. It is crazy that I've had some friends listen to it, and it feels, I don't like when people I know listen to it. Even though it's nice, it feels like it's kind of scary. My sister will be like, I'll call my sister on the phone, and she'll be like, what happened to that one guy? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I never told you about a guy. And she was like, on the podcast. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot that you listened to this. I have to be careful what I say because, you know, these haters are watching me. I think I'm going to have my sisters on the pod soon. Yeah. I think it'll be fun. Part of me is like, no, it won't, but I'm sure it will be. I'm also going to get, hold on, there's a surprise that's coming up. Yeah, shit. He's gonna be coming on. I have too many guys on the pod. I get nervous around girls. That's true. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I want more girls on the podcast, but sometimes I get like scared to talk to girls. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's like a insecurity thing where I like, with guys it's more comfortable because I'm like, what's up, bro? But with girls I'm like, you're so pretty. Unless you're like a close, like Gabby is easy to talk to because she's psycho. Annie's psycho. She's easy to talk to. But then I like get nervous. I'm like, what if I have nothing to say to them? Maybe I'm just like secretly gay and like really can't. Like I've internalized it so much that I'll never come out. Maybe. I've hooked up with girls. It's not that fun. I like getting filled. But do I? I don't think so. I don't know. It's complicated. I was supposed to have a follow-up appointment with that love coach last week, but it was a busy week. My aunt's funeral was last week. I'm not trying to masturbate to find my, you know, orgasms while I have to go to my aunt's funeral. It's not good timing to be horny, you know? Not a good time. So now it's this week, but I still haven't gotten around to all the touching stuff. This is stressful. At this point, I want to die without ever having had an orgasm. I think that'll just be like my thing. Like RIP, she died how she lived, not having a good time. Oh my God, I talked about dying again. This is bad. I have to like be careful this week. No more skating this week. I have to be safe because if this comes out and something happens, that's going to be spooky, ooky, kooky. I don't want that. That's bad energy. That's manifestation. Did you read, speaking of conspiracies, fuck Tim Dillon, I got better conspiracies. The CIA released information that we are, in fact, somewhat in a simulation. Not really, but we like manifestation is real and like third eye stuff is real, like astral planing, I think it's called, is real.
The government released this?
Yes, the CIA, because they did tests on the human brain. This is what I found out from TikTok, so maybe I'm actually completely wrong. Astral projection Okay, this is what it is. Astral projection is a term used in esotericism, whatever the fuck that means, to describe an intentional out-of-body experience that assumes the existence of a soul or consciousness called an astral body that is separate from the physical body and capable of traveling outside it throughout the universe. Pretty much, you can, I don't know how, I haven't studied this, but you can pretty much like leave your body. Like your body is just a physical shell. So that pretty much means when we die, oh my God, I'm talking about it again. This is spooky. Oh my God, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to San Francisco this weekend because my friend is helping me with my taxes and it's easier for her to do them when I'm in person with her with all my documents. I'm not committing tax fraud. I have thought about it. I'm not doing it. I filed an extension, so I'm going to go to her. She's a CPA in the Bay, Bay CPA. And so I'm going to go visit her. We've been friends since high school, and who knew I had smart friends, you know? It pays to have smart friends. I don't pay her, but I'll pay her in like a nice hug, a dinner. Anyway, so I'm going to San Francisco, you know, things have to be smooth. And then I'm going to my sister's bachelorette party. I kind of am like a right-wing podcaster now based on how much I'm giving zero fucks about Corona. Anyway, I'm going to Arizona again for my sister's bachelorette party. A lot of people have dropped out from it because they're scared of the Rona.
And you're flying all...
Well, you want to hear the cool thing? And I don't know if my sister wants me to say this, but I don't think it'll hurt her at all. So I'm flying to San Francisco because I don't think my car will make it. And it's so expensive to rent a car and then pay for gas on top of that. Fuck it. I'm flying out there. And I've already flown so much during the lockdown and I haven't gotten Corona yet. So my fear isn't flying because I think that everyone's doing the right thing. Everyone's wearing masks. There's good filters on planes. They have like medical grade like air filters on planes. So I'm not too stressed about that. And when I get to San Francisco, it's not like we're going to be like at the club, you know? So I think I'll be fine. But here's the cool thing. My sister's bachelor... Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. Her fiance is getting the bridesmaid. So I think like it's me, my sister, both of my sisters, and maybe like the two other girls. We're flying to Arizona on a private jet. My first one. Isn't that crazy? Jesus. I know. I'm pumped. I can't wait. I'm excited. So I'm not tripping about anything, but that's why I need to live. I can't die before I get to go on a private jet. And when I say private jet, I don't think it's like Kanye private jet type, not to minimize the experience and make it seem like it's poor. It's just not like G6, you know? It's like, imagine a humble private jet, if that's an oxymoron. But anyway, back to astral projection. Pretty much like when you're in dreams, say we like coordinated some astral shit, we could meet up in a dream because we have the ability as humans to leave our physical body. I don't know. It's
so
just
that means that like religion's real. Basically.
Religion is real. How does that mean religion is real?
Because like an atheist would believe that when you die, you just go black.
Ah.
So if that's true, and the government,
well, but I don't think that means religion is real. I just think that means there is potential. But here's the thing: I don't know, because if I'm not able to access my astral projection when I'm alive, how would I be able to access it when I'm dead? But maybe if I work on my astral knowledge, then I could do that. Did you see the movie Coco?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
This podcast is about death today. It's such a beautiful movie. I love the music in it. It's so cute. And I think it's a nice way because it's a kids movie, kids watch it, but it talks about death, but in a way that's like really sweet and not scary. And it just like allows you to accept that like people die, but their memory lives on, and how important it is to like, you know, carry that fondness and legacy with you. Speaking of, I went to my aunt's funeral last week, and it was so weird because my aunt was like so popular, so beautiful. Everyone loved her. She had so many friends. She was like literally friends with everyone. Like everyone loves my aunt. And so if it wasn't COVID times, that church would have looked like Coachella. Let me tell you, it would have been popping. There would have been a DJ outside. You know, there would have been like a bar, you know, it would have been lit. And it was weird because there were only 20 people who were allowed to go in, and I think even that was them being like generous to us. So that was super weird to see that, but you know, it was really sad. Because, like, there's something about, like, when you hear about someone dying, at least for me, I can be, like, really dissociated from it. But then when you're in a church, which is somewhere I do not frequent, something's weird initially, whether it's a funeral or not. When I'm sitting in a church, something dark has happened. And even if it's a wedding, I don't care. It's dark. So being in a church, first of all, starts to make you realize, okay, something has happened. And then once you see a picture, you know, with the art, see, I'm kind of worried about talking about this so much because manifestation is also real. I do not want to die. I'm manifesting that. I'm going to live for, I don't want to be super old, you know. I don't want to be like 100 unless I'm like a cool 100 where people are like, whoa, you're 100? Like, but if people are like, you have to be at least 200, but you're only 100, like, you got to go. But I want to at least be like 87 minimum, right? Maybe 86. But there's nowadays 86-year-olds are looking good. I would do it. I'd think about it for sure. I don't know. Anyway. It's nice being here because I don't have to deal with my roommates at your house. I just have to deal with your roommates, but I get to leave after an hour, you know? So that's nice. I have a new roommate and I couldn't talk about this. I still probably shouldn't talk about this because I don't know. It's weird when you have a new roommate in the house because the energy is different. I sound like a witch girl, a TikTok witch, a witch talk. But the energy is different now, and I don't know if I'm just being like overly sensitive or I don't know, but I don't know. I like having roommates, but I just want everyone to do everything the way I want it to be done. I'm back on Liquid Death. They sent me a bunch of cases. Thank you, Liquid Death. I have so much sparkling water. I love Liquid Death. I think you guys should get it. I don't think I have a code. I think they messaged me that I had a code, but I think I forgot. Oh, I
should probably look at that.
I should probably check it out.
Check it out real quick.
Maybe I do have a code. If I have a code, I hope you all buy at least one case. But you'll go through it so fast that you want to get 2 cases, especially because the cases are so heavy that you just want to get both of them at once. Let me see. Liquid Death.
It'd be ironic if you were talking about death this whole time and then also had a code for Liquid Death.
Oh my god, stop.
Anything?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Like, no, there's no code?
There could be a code, but it was for something I didn't want to be a part of.
Oh, okay.
No code for Liquid Death. No code. But maybe I should try and set up a code because I've been trying to scheme people. I'm trying to get some quarantine bread. I'm just trying to get some money, you know? I don't really care. But at the same time, if people are going to send me money, I'll try and get your money. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather work. Here's the thing. I would rather be on the road doing comedy, making an income that way. But guess what? It's all canceled. Should I start an OnlyFans for comedy but make a separate tier for feet? Maybe. I was thinking I could make an Instagram a private Instagram for my feet. And if people want feet pics, they have to pay an entrance fee because it'll be a private account. So if they want me to follow, if they want to follow me, get approved to follow me, then, you know, say it's like $50. But I post regular feet pics on there. And then if they want, you know, specific feet pics, then they DM me, send me more money, then I give them private, maybe even videos. Who cares? It's your fucking feet. I have no shame in my feet, you know? I'm not going to show off these perfect boobs and big old juicy crotch for nothing. Like, I'm not going to do that, but I'll bust down on some toes for you. Yeah, hell yeah. I started an incentive, you know. I get a lot of shit for my eyebrows. They're like 90% of my personality. It's kind of a big part of who I am, these big old brows. And I thought, who is Allie without her brows? Well, for $15,000, you can find out. Yeah, you heard it right. $15,000 and I get rid of my eyebrows. Shave them all the way off. No gimmicks, no pranks, for real. Straight razor to the forehead. No more brows. And I'll give the highest person, the person who pays the most money on my Venmo, which is at Allie Makovsky. This is where you or Tom put in my Venmo username. Allie Makovsky, ALIMACOFSKY. Whoever pays the most money to get me to $15,000, I'm going to send them my eyebrow hair. Someone put that in the comments of my post, and I was like, that sounds great. I'll do that. So if you want my eyebrow hair, just give me all the money. But I'm only going to... I have to wait to shave them until my sister's wedding, which is at the end of August. And I'm also going to end it September 1st. So if I don't get... Or you know what? My birthday's September 8th. Why don't I end it there? So if I don't get $15,000... And it's not that everyone... It's not that one person has to do $15,000. If every one of my followers on Instagram put $1 to my Venmo, we could make that happen. Like, this is very reasonable, but I don't think enough people are taking it seriously or think that I'm joking around. I'm not joking around. I have taxes to pay, okay? I have debts I owe. I don't really have debts and my taxes are fine, but I don't know. Would be nice to have $15K, wouldn't it? What would you do for it? Put that in the comments below. I'll shave off my eyebrows. I don't care. They'll grow back, maybe. We'll see. They're going to grow back so weird if I do it. Like, I'm going to have to, like, draw them in. They're going to grow back so... I'm going to look... It's going to maybe look good at the beginning, but when I'm growing out your eyebrow... Like, you can't... All these girls on TikTok, this is a new trend. This is psycho. This keeps me up at night. These girls think it's cute or trendy to shave off a part of their eyebrow like Charlie Puth, okay? Guess what? Charlie Puth is able to sing. He's not famous because of his fucked up eyebrow, which looks great on him. No harm to Charlie Puth, even though I have mixed feelings about him. Let's just say he was a Dalia fan. No, that's rude. I can't say that. What does that mean? I was a Dalia fan. So I take that back. I'm sorry, God. But Charlie Puth, something about him is off. It sketches me out. But I kind of want to date him to figure out what it is that, like, makes him a little bit of a psycho. I'm going to date him. Let's manifest that. I'm going to date Charlie Puth. He's going to listen to my podcast. And he's going to break up with me for it. But at least I'll have a week of loving from the Puthster. But all these girls shave the, like, corner of their eyebrow. And then my friend did it, and when I saw her, it was growing back, and it looks so bad. It's like prickly. It's like pube eyebrows, because there's just one little patch that's all stubbly. So that's what I have to look forward to. But it's so dumb. Like, the trends when I was in high school, everyone had the swept-over bangs, like the emo bangs that just went over. Also, 6th grade was a big year for that, like, poof in the front, that bump. I don't know if you remember that big bump that us girls did. We just took this section of hair and poofed it up so high. I don't know. It did not look good on anyone. But I remember my friend Brooke. She always had the highest poof, and I was so jealous. But her feet smelled, and every time she came over, my dad would make her wash her feet in the bathtub. Her feet smelled that bad. He was like, you can't come over unless you wash your feet. And then one time, I don't know if I talked about this on the pod. I had a sleepover at her house. And this isn't her problem, you know. We're in middle school. But her house was really dirty. And I remember she had that carpet that's almost like drywall. Not drywall. It's like that weird rough, like it almost feels, it's like the kind of like it's not soft carpet. It feels like you could get splinters from her carpet. That like really cheap, like, I don't know. Sorry if you have it, but that carpet sucks. It's like a, you know,
shaggy carpet?
No, I don't know. You know the material on cat boxes where they just claw?
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of carpet. Right. And I remember I came over and there was like mushrooms on the carpet. Like not like psychedelic mushrooms, like Domino's pizza mushrooms on the carpet. Like just like crusted over there. And when I went to take a shower at her house, when I turned on the faucet, as soon as the water hit the drain, cockroaches came out of the drain. I don't know if they're cockroaches, but they were nasty bugs.
Where the fuck did she live?
I don't know. She lived somewhere like in like Long Beach. So did I, though. Doesn't matter. It was nasty.
Jesus.
But she's doing great now. She's doing great. She has big boobs, great face. Yep, she's doing well. She's doing well. A lot can change, but yeah, I don't know. How much time do we have?
40.
That feels like enough time.
What was your story? Your
Patreon Patreon only story. Okay. Cut. Oh, you know a fun game I like to play? I'm going to go on my dating app and I'm going to read guys' bios, how they describe themselves, you know, their little bio. And I'm going to play a game of guess if they're hot or not based on their bio. I was playing this with my friends on Zoom the other night. Speaking of Zoom, if you're my top tier patron, the Zoom hangout is going to be this Thursday. What date does that fall on? Thursday, the 23rd. Thursday, the 23rd, we're doing a Zoom hang. If you're in the top tier, we all get together. I haven't decided what time yet, but if you're on Patreon, I'll post the time and the link. So that'll be fun. And I'm going to give my top tier patrons a shout out on this episode at the end. So stay tuned for that to hear who the ballers are. Okay. This guy has no bio. So that's hot. This guy also has no bio, but he's not hot. It was funnier last night when I did it because there were a lot of bios. Ugh, this guy's just, his bio is his Instagram. No thanks. Oh my god. Guys, Tom Hardy's brother. I'm gonna swipe right. Okay, it's not a match. Ew, this guy, for his work, it says... So for work, people, like, I think mine's actually a corny thing. For my work, it says... what does mine say? Oh, child of divorce. That's kind of funny. This guy's work, he says, pays extra for guacamole. Oh, wow, you have $1.25 to spare? You're my husband. Like, fuck off. His bio says, is this where I report my Postmates issue? Let's play hot or not. I'm going, Oh, I know this guy. I, wasn't even paying attention to the picture. I don't really know him. I just met this guy at the Comedy Store once. Maybe this is my creepy ransom letter note guy. What a dumb bio, though. Oh my god, this guy's bio is so long. It says, my biz is music management and touring. A frequent traveler who's currently grounded. Interests include old cars, golf, carpentry, meals that take all day to make, and anything designed to last forever. You sound like my grandpa. Go away. Oh, this guy. His bio says, born in NYC, raised in LA, living in Berlin. Daddy's got some passports, you know? I'm going to swipe right. I want to go to Berlin. Ew, you can tell this guy's too old because his bio says a gentleman. Yes, we still exist. Live in LA and also spend time in NYC. You gotta go, Mark. I'm not trying to feed you applesauce. This guy's bio says shark food. What does that mean, shark food? I'm gonna swipe right because he's kind of cute. Oh, we matched. I'll show you some shark food. Oh, God. What the hell? Here just for the music. Porter, Bird, Cesaria, Marissa, Gil, Miles, Dizzy, Thelonious, Nina, Ella. What is this? He's just naming musicians by like first name or last name.
It sounded like a Spanish song.
This is like a list. He has a list. My dogs. Giulietta, Massina, Federico Fellini, Salvador Dali. Shut up. You sound so annoying. Oh, this guy has such a long bio. Okay, sorry. I don't know if this is fun for you, but I find this really entertaining. Oh, let's see. Being from New Orleans means I don't believe in so many rules. I love soul, depth, and my hammock. Lots of dad jokes and dancing is where I find myself. Let's find the flow and laissez les bons temps rouler. That's got to be some like weird French like New Orleans. What's that called? I don't know, like
the Bayou.
Yeah, but there's like they have like Creole.
I don't know.
I'm a Gemini. The bio continues. I'm a Gemini and a reflector. Somehow, everything I've read about us is 100 emoji. Before the apocalypse, I traveled a bunch and would have suggested that we take a trip somewhere, but now, let's just quarantine together. You're rushing into this way too fast, my guy. Oh, he looks sweet, though. Oh, no, it looks like... Oh, no. He's the type of guy who wears, like, a lot of fun jackets. I'll show you. How would you describe someone like this? There's a type of guy...
How would I describe him?
Yeah, like a fun jacket guy.
For sure, fun jacket guy.
Fun jacket, like a blazer type of jacket with way too many patterns, where it's like you're obviously self-conscious and you're like, just look at my jacket and not who I am. That's what that says. Ooh, this guy's so cute. He has no bio. I love that. Give me less, sweetie. I moved my age range up on the dating apps because that's my new scam. Find an old rich guy.
Did you see that thing I sent you?
No.
No.
I mean, probably, but I might have just skimmed over it.
It was just some very young chick dancing with a very old man on a yacht.
Oh, sick.
And
yeah.
I said, this is you.
If there's any old guys who listen to this and you have a yacht, I would be happy to go. Just invite me. I bet Leonardo DiCaprio listens to this podcast, but he's shy about sharing it. He's not on social, but Leo, I know you're listening. I have a lot of random listeners, who I don't expect to listen, but all of a sudden one day I find out. And Leo, if you're listening, let me in. I'm happy to join you. I gotta go. I'm busy doing Hollywood stuff, so you know where to reach me, Leo. I'll talk to you guys later. Just kidding. I have one more thing to say. I know that I've always said I'm brand loyal. I'm a Jew. I am a Jew. Half. If you're racist, don't forget my other side, okay? I'm a jewel girl through and through. However, I've decided to invest in the puff bars. I do not like it, but I bought too many, so now I just have to deal with it. I thought I was going to save money on these. I'm not. I'm puffing through them real quick. That was it. That was the big thing I wanted to stop. Anyway, I need to read off the fucking Patreon people. Okay.
What is a puff bar?
Puff bar is like a jewel, but it's more like you pretty much just toss it. This is like the plastic straw of electronic cigarettes. There's the plastic McDonald's straw of electronic smoking. The jewel is more of the metal travel with you straw where, you keep it. But once you're done with this, you just throw it at your enemies or whatever. Okay. Quick shout out to Ollie, who's spelled the same way as me. I'm sick of I'm not sick of them, but you know how everyone's reposting the what blank are you? The Instagrams where it's everyone's name but is a different type. I like them, but people keep spelling Allie, A-L-L-Y, and we all know that Allies with 2 L's and a Y are freaks, and I'm just a cool girl, and there's not enough A-L-I's. So anyway, quick shout out to these Patreon people. We got Ollie, spelled like Allie. That's me. We have Constantine. We have Dan. We have David. We have Matt. Name all the women. There's 0 women on my top tier Patreon. That's okay. That's okay, ladies. Don't be shy. Give me money. Just kidding. Women get in free. That's not true, but DM me. I'll let you slide. I don't know how to do that, but okay. Sorry, we have David, Matt, Matthew. That's a different kind of Matt. We have Sean. We have Casey. We have Emmanuel. We have Weston. We have Brian. We have Nod, and we have Ricky. So thanks everyone for helping me do this and supporting me, and I'll see you guys later next week. I'll probably talk more about skating next week. I didn't really talk about that this week. That's because I'm just, exhausted from shredding and overwhelmed talking about it, but I'll probably talk about it next week and what it's like to be a shredder with thick yams. Bye, have a good week, talk to you later.